Hi, and welcome to the Owl's Nest. We have a great show for you today. I'm heading to one of Calgary's top restaurants with a backstage pass. I'll be at Charcut talking with the super talented Connie Desousa. Connie was the runner-up on Top Chef Canada in 2011 and appeared on the cover of Luxury Living magazine this fall. She's the co-owner of Charcut and a very well-known and accomplished chef in Canada and around the world. I'm very excited to spend this afternoon cooking and chatting with her, so let's take the shortcut to Charcut.
Hi Emma, welcome to Charcut.
Thank you. Sounds like we've got an exciting afternoon lined up. Shall we get started?
Sure, let's go into the kitchen. Okay Emma, so this is our kitchen. We are just getting ready for a busy Saturday night dinner service. So right now there's about half of our team that's arrived, and when we get kind of into the thick of things tonight, there will be about 6 or 8 people online. Right now it's very calm, and everyone is just getting ready with the preparation for dinner. But once things get going, the tensions start to run high, and everyone really knows their role in the kitchen, and so we tend to work very well together as a team. And I often say that because my background is in dancing, when we're running a really smooth service and everyone is making the right movements, that it often feels like we're running a ballet in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So Emma, what I want to make for you today is a dish that really I hold close to my heart. We call it our Portuguese breakfast. And what it is, it's a Portuguese sausage that's made in-house, and we serve with it fried eggs, pickled spicy jalapenos, some Portuguese cheese, and some sourdough bread. The reason why I love this dish so much is because it evokes a lot of memories from when I was a young girl, being with my dad and my mom and having Sunday breakfast. And we used to make this dish every Sunday, and I'm going to show you how we presented it. And with the bread, we would dip it into the skillet after we were finished eating the sausage, and it just brings like a lot of warm thoughts to my mind. And the dish also speaks to our restaurant concept, because we make all of our own sausages in-house. We make all of our own charcuterie, as well as we do all of our own pickling and canning and preserving. Okay, Emma, would you like to get your hands dirty with me?
I would love to.
Wonderful, let's get started. So the first thing in our sausage preparation is that we want to use really good pork. And what makes our pork great is that it's locally raised, so on local Alberta farms. And so the pigs that we get are a heritage breed, which means that their breed has never been genetically altered. And the same animal we're eating today is what maybe your great-grandparents were eating before. What is also great about this breed, we're using a Duroc pork, is that the fat content is really high in that pork. And you can see the big chunks of fat in here. And that is going to melt down as we're cooking the sausage and really make our sausage nice and juicy and not dry. So we've got ground pork as well as diced pork that I hand diced this morning. And to that, you can sprinkle in all of that chili flake, this white pepper, sugar, garlic powder, salt. Now smell this paprika. It's been smoked.
Oh.
So they smoke the peppers before they grind them. Sweet paprika, so the one I added before was spicy, or curing salt. So this is going to help preserve the sausage and also keep it nice and pink. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and mix all of these spices together. Really key element to making sausage is that you want to keep your meat nice and cold. This will help in the emulsification of the sausage. And when sausage meat, when the raw meat comes above 50 degrees, it will split. And what that means is that the fats are going to separate from the meat, and that's what produces a dry sausage. So throughout the entire process, we want to keep it nice and cold so that we never have that fear of it splitting. So this is coming together nicely. I'm going to get you to add the white wine. That's great. And this is going to help in the emulsification, adding some liquid while we're mixing. And we're going to discover that when the sausage is emulsified, it'll start to become a little bit tacky to the touch. It's going to start to stick to the sides a little bit, and it's going to have a little bit of bounce. And those are the 3 kind of key elements that you're looking for when you're making an emulsified sausage.
Okay.
So now you can add the secret ingredient. And these are shepherd peppers that have been ground and fermented into a paste. This is called the Portuguese pepper sauce, also known as piri piri. And my dad makes the sauce for the restaurant. It's a secret family recipe, and he only makes it one time a year when the peppers are in season. And he uses shepherd peppers from the Okanagan. So now we're going to stuff the sausage. The first thing we need for that is some casing. So these are the intestines of a pig, and they have been dried and salted to preserve them. And so what we want to do is run them under water, and to get off all that salt, we rinse them. And you can see when you open it up, it's actually a tube.
Oh, cool.
So we're going to stuff the meat inside here. So at this point, we would then hang them on S-hooks in our meat locker, just like that, until the next day. And this is going to allow the casings to dry out and really kind of stick to the sausage. And again, that's going to create a nice snap tomorrow.
So these are the sausages that Connie was talking about hanging. You can really see how they're getting dry. You can see the fat starting to show through. These are some ones that were cooked a little more recently. You can see they're not quite as crispy and dry on the outside. They'll be ready to go tomorrow after hanging tonight. We've got pig head mortadella. This is the pig head. We take it and we debone it and restuff the entire thing with mortadella. So we actually use the skin as the sausage casing. We have mortadella logs here. This is the exact same thing. They come in a much bigger casing. We will slice these on our slicer to order every single time. It's part of why we have it so large. It gives it a nice presentation. Our raw pork we'll use for sausages. We keep stocks, bone marrow for deep fried bone marrow, and our Lonzino is one of our flagships as well. It's on all of our Charcut boards. It's a pork loin. It's sliced, dried, and cured. It's flavored with fennel and orange zest. It's really nice.
So the sausage that we made, we dry it out in the meat locker overnight to get that crispy skin. And then we cook the sausage to an internal temperature of 155 degrees. And then we dry it out again overnight. And typically I like to eat the sausage after it's been drying for 2 to 3 days, because the water content is slowly going to evaporate and it's going to create a more concentrated flavor. So we'll just get a nice slow sear on that. Alright, so while our sausage is searing, we're going to start the process for making our pickled jalapenos. You add some water, distilled white vinegar, you can add the sugar and the salt. Great, and then we're going to put that on our plate. So this is a special artisanal sourdough that our friend makes for our restaurant. And he owns a bakery in the city called Sidewalk Citizen Bakery. Really nice crust, has lots of holes in it so you can see the fermentation.
So you're involved in a charity called Restaurants for Change. Can you tell us about that?
Sure. Restaurants for Change is a charity that helps raise money to build community food centers all across the nation. The person behind this charity is called Nick Saul. He's from Toronto. He has asked all different restaurants across the nation to give up all of their profits for one night of the year. The money that we raise goes toward building community food centers all across Canada. Well, Emma, I had so much fun today.
Thank you, so did I. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming in. Whenever you want to come hang out with us in the kitchen, you're always
Thank you.
welcome.
I've learned a lot today.
Oh, good. And on behalf of myself and my co-chef, John, I wanted to offer you your very own Charcut t-shirt.
Oh my god, thank you.
So you can wear it when you're cooking in the kitchen as well.
Thank you. Awesome. So would you like to stamp and sign something for our wall?
Oh, I'd love to.